Welcome to a special episode of Get Your Rear in Gear with Lori. I'm your host, Lori McAfee, and today we're going to take a little bit deeper dive into the overarching theme of the entire book, Burning Hope. In my new book, it's about love, but it's also about how we can feel abandoned, ashamed, and full of despair, and how we can get so entangled and caught dancing into the darkness of worldly pleasures when we walk between the twin flames of romance and faith. God teaches us that facing our pain is the only way out. Through the gentle breeze of grace, we can be guided into the most unexpected encounters of redemption and hope, and learn that love can heal the invisible scars that are left by the blazing flames of our past. But this episode just isn't about the book. It's a journey of love, resilience, and personal growth. So whether you're tuning in on your morning commute or while you're working out or while you're just sipping your favorite beverage, I want to thank you for joining me as we embark on this journey of personal transformation. Now I'll share with you personal stories and practical advice and insights on moving forward in your life to be the person that God created you to be. And the last episode that we're going to have on the book is on new beginnings. And everyone likes a new beginning, but we don't think that they're possible for us because we're too far gone sometimes. We've danced so long in that darkness that there's no way we can come back into the light. And that's just not true. And I want to pique your curiosity for Burning Hope, because there's a story throughout it where dancing in the darkness brings light into a new beginning, and how that can be exactly where God has put us at the time. Not that He chooses that path for us to dance into that darkness, but He can use that darkness for His glory. And we're reminded in Scripture and Proverbs that to trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. And that means that God knows the way. We don't. At times, there is no way that we can figure this out. How in the world am I going to get back into the light after I've been in the darkness for so long? We don't have any answers. But those are the moments that we must acknowledge Jesus as Lord, and that all the accidents and incidences in our lives, He's going to use for our path. And so a new beginning is when you didn't expect this to come, and you get a new lease on life. And that happens sometimes to us when we don't even realize what's going on in our lives. And I think about some friends of mine and their story. And here, the good thing is that y'all are going to get to hear, when you tune in later, you're going to get to hear an entire episode that is just on them, and how their story is one of, they were involved in those worldly pleasures, and they were deeply involved in those worldly pleasures that even brought a huge accident and tragedy into their life. But God used that to bring them about into a place now that's amazing to listen and to watch them and to know their story. And they had a new beginning on life. Both of them, he and his wife both. And I've seen the same thing happen with marriages where there has been divorce right on the horizon. And yet they've been willing to not lean on their own understanding, but to lean into God and to lean into who He is, and to lean into using His power to turn things around and to use that for His glory. And, those things have happened numerous times in our lives, and we probably don't even really know how often that does happen. And I think about that for my mom as well, because my mom was diagnosed many years ago with cancer. And they hadn't given us a whole lot of hope at the time. But we knew we weren't going to settle for that because we knew there was more. And so we did everything we could to get her to a different place, and we did. And we didn't lean on what we knew at the time because we didn't know anything about what she had. We had never been in this place before, but we trusted God and His guidance through that path that took us to MD Anderson and took us to a place of healing where God miraculously worked in my mom's health and restored it. And she had a new beginning. And she don't mind telling you that God totally healed her. MD Anderson happened to be the instrument that he used. And we have to acknowledge him in those moments, that he has made those paths for us. And that even when it looks so dark and so desolate, that when we turn to him and we lean in, like I said, to him, that he will use that and he will make a way. And so I hope that these special episodes have pierced your curiosity into my book, Burning Hope. And you're going to want to know more when it comes to doubt and despair and betrayal and love and starting over and hope and unexpected encounters and just so many different aspects of things that we struggle with in our own personal lives. And I hope that through the pages of Burning Hope, that you get a glimpse of something in your life and you're able to say, I can relate, and turn that into something beautiful that God intended it for, and to become the person that you were created to be and to live the life that He has created for you. And I look forward to hearing back from every one of you that read it, at just the impact that it had on your life and your personal transformation journey. No matter what it is, we can all relate to something in Burning Hope. And so I want you to think about what Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. Lean into God. He has it figured out, and He knows the way, even if the only way out is facing our pain. So don't forget to subscribe to Get Your Rear in Gear with Lori so you never miss an episode, and continue to follow me so that you know more about all that's going on with Burning Hope, and look forward to it coming out in December. Thank you so much for joining me and spending this time with me. And until next time, remember, continue walking forward to become the person that God created you to be.